You know it, we'll show it, and then it will grow it because we're on the Galaxy's Edge podcast, and tonight we're talking about all things in and around the Edge, and joining me is my partner in crime, Mr. Daniel, a.k.a. Dark Ops 117 Swordfish. How are you, sir?
I like the stonk.
I don't know what that means. From parts unknown, we have Sinoken.
Evening. Do not touch stinky swords.
Rocking the Forgotten Ruin shirt. That is fantastic. His partner in crime, we have Dark Ops 1116 Sparky.
Oh, matching.
Howdy. Yes, aren't we adorable?
It's crazy that mustache and that beard should each have their own coolness factors.
You're offending him and my girlfriend and a bunch of people by saying that. Keep it up.
Jesse was like, We have Omachi. How are you, sir?
Praise the sun, and I am outstanding.
Fantastic. Dark Ops 5550. Kale on his return to the fold after much family time. How are you, sir?
Doing good. Doing good.
How is everybody?
Everyone's good. The baby is healthy and super angry that he doesn't get boobs all the time, but he's happy nonetheless.
I mean, that's everybody, right?
Right? I know.
We have Dark Ops 1995 Zor. Look at that tattoo, dude. You gotta hit me with a close up on that thing. Oh my goodness,
that is amazing.
That's fantastic.
That is
escape cat.
Drop dead gorgeous.
Good for you.
I don't even know how to follow that up except for dropping J.R. Hanley in the stream.
Woo!
Good evening.
Our favorite hobo.
I felt like it today. I went out for a run and I decided to try to hog jog, and then it opened up like God was crying on me when I was running.
Wait, what's a hog jog? I gotta know.
Really
it's where you
slow.
run with your hog out.
think the truffle shuffle in forward motion.
Oh, God.
Was it raining on the world or just you?
A little of both.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure you didn't have your own little rain cloud following you?
Maybe. If I want to fit in those Legion Silkies Jason keeps promising us, I got to keep slimming down some more.
Do you want me to send you some actual silkies?
No, nobody wants to see me in those.
No balls.
I don't want to see me in those.
He only wants them if they're used.
They're only real if there's two sizes too small. So
I got you. What are you in like a boys medium or something?
I need to throw those.
And speaking of medium, we have our Dark Ops 907 Casca joining the show.
Oh, my face! Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going.
So is your screen name something right out of the Eternal Mercenary?
I haven't been there yet.
Oh, okay.
But
I won't judge.
That's all right. I'm the new guy.
We don't mind. We like the new guy. So Dark Ops 11-7 Swordfish, would you like to tell us about what's been going on in Discord?
The boys in the workout bay have got the beginnings of a competition that they're going to be getting in full swing. I believe Daya is getting together with Night Angel to make up some cool like a 5K run or something like that, or like a medal. So they're working on stuff and they're gonna pop it over at me when they get time. But yeah, that's pretty cool to see. And of course everybody's like starting to back each other up and help each other get to their goals for weight loss and stuff like that. You like that gift, don't you?
Yeah, it's pretty dope, except to stop moving when I shared it.
Well, yeah, you gotta hold your mouse over, but it's okay. I know you're a little old, but anyways.
Thanks, Boomer. I never really know how to work with this technology. It's just so I don't know. It's
neither do my clients.
How rude! Sorry. How wooed? Gotta be the Jar Jar Binks. JR's been posting all the memes that should never be shared, and I mean, if you're doing some things, for Chipotle, I don't know, man. That just doesn't sound set right with me. Gorlami has been making his memes, of course. He pops up here and there. And then Kale, haven't we been doing like some gaming sessions or something like that, like pretty consistently, almost every single day? It seems like.
Damn.
We have.
Dying?
Yeah.
We've been dying.
Why don't you tell them about what you got started?
Lots of dying.
Yeah.
He promised he would keep us alive.
What I got started, I promise no such thing.
By the
So
way, we're
what I-
catching
what I-
lots of cool baby noise, so we just want you to know that. It's awesome.
Oh, well. He's angry because back to the boob thing, but
Yep.
and mine are useless to him, so that's primarily his anger. But when I started, we started playing some Ring of Elysium, and we've gotten more and more lieges into it, and we've been doing pretty good. Lots of KTFing, lots of that.
Yeah. So Kale brought into the fold Zor and Casca, and they've been joining up, and we've been doing our thing in as a squad, and that's been pretty fun. They also, I think Kale and a couple other people started playing Mech Warrior 5 because that finally dropped for everybody that's not on Epic Game Store, I believe, and a lot of people been having fun with that. And I think that's pretty much just what's been going on in Discord. I mean, nothing's really changed besides what happened the stuff last week.
So when do you guys go on and play Ring of Elysium?
Honestly, about this time, we all kind of show up around 4 or 5 p.m. PST, sometimes earlier if it's an early day for people, and we play till about 11 PST. When but yeah, when it gets past 4 people, then it kind of turns into okay, one squad gets to extract, the other one has to fight, kind of thing, because there's only 4 seats remaining, and 8 people won't fit in those seats. I mean, unless we're gonna get really comfy with each other, but that won't happen.
So you guys playing right on Steam?
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty easy. You can
Speaking of
hop
which,
in.
isn't there a new season? A new season? Yeah.
New season.
So,
New season just dropped, and it's very painful
Yes.
because.
I think it just dropped.
Huh?
So, who's our featured Dark Ops for the evening?
Oh, you want to move things along?
Oh, yeah,
that would be Zor, and if Mr. Controller Ops is feeling froggy.
Oh, I didn't
We
even
could-
change my name from today.
This
Oh, that's
guy.
man. I am.
Wait.
You're still scarred from this
Yeah.
afternoon, Walt.
Oh my God.
We all are.
Was my featured night too much?
Was your no? It wasn't. It wasn't that, bro. We had some like major James Ward trauma going on today.
We had a shit show today.
So yeah, Mr. Control Ops, tell us the what went down for you guys, and then if you're feeling froggy, we can feature Zor and then follow up with Casca.
We for Nick Cole, one of the co-emperors of the Galaxy's Edge, we run a weekly D&D game, and one of the participants is legendary game designer James M. Ward. And today, we had mayhem that I thought I would never partake of in a D&D game. So yeah, he announced in the middle of the game that he was going to investigate a potentially mystically enhanced weapon that he believed to be possessed the spirit of something, so the weapon would be intelligent and be able to communicate with its owner, but he had to dominate it. In order to do that, he did some creepy shit. And Sparky, you're up.
2 gnomes, 1 cup.
Yeah, thank you for that, Walt. Yes, legendary game designer James Ward decided that the best way to dominate a potentially intelligent sword was to spread feces all over it. Gnome feces.
What?
I don't like where this is going. This is a bad thought. Bad thought.
And it's not like he crapped on it.
Anyway,
It's not like he rubbed feces over it, but it's not like
No.
he crapped on it.
He used chopsticks to do it.
so that was a thing.
So
I
he
didn't
got
know
someone
that.
else to do it. That's so
That
much
was-
better.
That was the thing. I can't.
No.
I can't.
No,
help
he
but
used
think-
chops. No, he did it himself, but he used chopsticks to. I don't know. I don't really want to think about the mechanics and logistics of this
Bad thought.
So yeah,
Nasty Danny episode.
I was like, yeah, yeah, there you go.
Casca's my favorite.
Does that work?
Can we put this Casca on? Let's just ask him questions.
So, well, we're gonna start off with Zor first.
Okay.
So, Dark Ops in 1995, call sign Zor. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, who are you and what's on your wanted poster?
I'm me.
Damn, I wasn't expecting this question.
I don't know what's on my wanted poster. I haven't looked at it yet.
Oh, right on. That's the right answer. So, how'd you get into GE?
So what he's saying is he was trained.
Kale was talking about it earlier because he dragged a bunch of us in. But yeah, he was definitely the one that got me into it. Sent me the first book on, or the first part on Audible.
Nice.
And from then on, I dove headfirst straight into Galaxy's Edge.
Have you
So
read
you're
them all?
I have not. I have just gotten to the epilogue of The Edge of Darkness.
Ooh, nice.
So,
Are you an ear hole only, or do you read them too, or what?
I'm pretty much strictly audio.
Not very
I
nice.
I'll be probably getting maybe some of the written ones and actually reading them eventually. But for now, just the audio really works well because I can just listen to it while I'm at work or in the car. You know.
Excellent. Which one has been your favorite so far?
That's tough. That's very tough. Question.
What about top three then? If that's too tough.
Well, probably my favorite by far will still have to be Legionnaire because that's the one that got me into it.
Yep.
It's just a great starting point as far as the series goes. It just throws everything at you with no holds bar, and it's just a great experience.
So, what about Legionnaire just really drew you in? Now, did you serve in the military yourself?
I am currently active duty. Yes.
Oh, nice. Can you
Thank
say
you for
who,
serving.
Thank you for your support.
That is the right answer.
Thank you.
Can you say who you're serving with currently, or is it like Secret Squirrel stuff, and you just got to keep your identity and your Naruto picture's a secret?
I can divulge some information. I'm a United States Marine.
Hurrah!
So, hurrah! But yeah,
Crowns are in
I
the
work
mail.
as a aircraft mechanic. I'm an eye-level airframer. So.
Oh, right on. One of my favorite Marine stories was we get to Ramadi, Iraq, and one of our guys is a former Okie Marine, and he's like, "Hey, you guys want to see something funny?" We're like, "Yeah, well, whatever." I mean, when everything's brown, what could be, what could improve our day? So we're walking by some Marines, and he goes, "Raw Marine." And this angry looking gunny looks at him, looks at the tattoos up and down his arms, and goes, "Kill." So we're like, "Oh, that's a thing." Yeah. So then he goes, "Hold on, it gets better." So he goes, "We just got to angle left a little bit." So we start walking over, and there's these group of female pilots that are, they got their zoot suits on, and they're walking toward us, female Marines, and he's like, "Raw, ma'am." And she goes, "Kill, Marine." I'm like, oh my God, she sounds like Blanche from 100 years ago. Dear God, that was crazy. But yeah, I mean, that the look in that woman's eyes, you swear to God, she just skinned an enemy insurgent like 30 minutes ago and was just going to the chow hall for seconds. I'm like, oh my God. That's cool as hell, man. Right on. So do you have a favorite character in the books?
I do. Most definitely have a favorite character. I also have a lot of favorite characters, but by far my favorite has to be Kags.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yes. So I miss him. So
who's your second favorite character?
Probably like going for second favorite, it'd probably be a toss up between Garrett and Robbie.
Oh, nice. What do you like about those guys?
Well, I mean, by far I'm a nerd, and a weeb. so Garrett kind of speaks to me on that level, And then the whole Robbie like Jedi ghost thing, AI kind of thing he's got going speaks to my whole Star Wars nerdy side. So
Right on.
What's your favorite spinoff?
I haven't gotten into the spinoffs.
Oh, you haven't?
No. Sadly, no. I'm working on it. I'm trying to pound out. I pounded through 3 books, I think, so far in like the last 2 weeks. So
nice.
Getting there.
And when you're not pounding the pages of Galaxy's Edge, like what do you do outside? Do you shoot? Do you roller skate? Do you contact Scrabble?
I'm definitely
He
a gamer
tickles the
by
eyebrows.
far. I've been doing like Ring of Elysium with a Kale and Swordfish and playing, at nights and that.
Right on.
I go to the range, of course. I have my sidearm and my little toys that I take with me and all that fun jazz. Go here and there. That's pretty much it. Just gaming and I watch anime. That's a good way to pass the time too.
Are you watching anything recent?
Probably the most recent one that I've been watching is Jujutsu Kaisen. But recently I just decided, I'm gonna screw it, and I went and started rewatching the old Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
So do you understand Nihongo, or do you just listen to it in English, or read the bottom of the screen?
So primarily I listen to it dubbed. Shoot me if you will.
It's all good.
Some dubs are underappreciated.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
especially like Black Clover, because I just can't stand the sound of Asta's voice in sub. It's just it doesn't work. So, but yeah, I do watch some subs, especially if I can't find it dubbed. And like anybody else, I mean, I've been watching it for a while. I pick up on a few words here and there, like just basic like one-liners, like itadakimasu and stuff like that. But
Yep.
I'm not a fluent speaker or anything.
Toilet ni itemui deska.
Oh,
Right?
God.
That cause you pain, Badger? Because I know you do speak.
No hablo.
Oh my God.
Weeaboo.
That was terrible.
That's high school coming back to say hi.
Dear Lord, yeah. High school should have stayed at the reunion.
Joke's on you. My reunion got canceled.
Thanks,
I wonder
Gordon.
why.
Yeah. My wife used to yell at me because like I would go to put tape across the bottom of the screen, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I can't listen to the subs. That it's terrible. Doesn't line up the mouths. Half the time it doesn't say what they're actually saying." And she's like, "Dick, I don't speak Japanese." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that might be a problem."
And you wonder why Baldur doesn't like you as much.
Oh my God, she trains that dog to hate me. And it doesn't help.
Sorry.
What's that?
At least he hasn't done to your bed what my parents' dog did to my dad's side of the bed.
Uh-oh, poop on the bed?
Yeah, his side.
Yep, just like James M. Ward.
I was thinking the same thing.
Beat me to it.
Isn't
So my
Casca new as well?
Yeah, so we can roast him too. All right, who's taking the lead on this one?
I don't know. Omachi, do you got the script?
Oh, I am so interested. Casca, I can't help myself. Tell me about your name. Tell me the origins of your name.
It is basically weeb based that I picked for a character I was playing in a game, Arcage.
Okay.
And it's from Berserk.
Oh, right on.
Oh, really?
But I spelled it with a K.
Would you say so? Well, the author recently passed away for Berserk. Would you recommend reading it despite that?
Oh yeah, read it, watch it. I do both on that one. It's a kind of a twisted story though.
Okay,
Just a wee bit.
So, how did you get
18
into
plus,
Galaxy's?
for sure.
How did you get into Galaxy's Edge?
Well, it started a long time ago with Kale indoctrinating Zor indoctrinating me, and I think I'm supposed to pass it to another person or I die.
Yes,
So
yes, you are.
I just keep giving it. It's just, I'm not sure how much time I have, but
You get
Wait,
bonus
wait,
points
wait.
if they join Terror Company. You get 2 extra weeks. You get
No, hold on. We're not equating Galaxy's Edge, the love for Galaxy's Edge, with like an STD or something like that. Once you get it, you're
Wait,
stuck
what?
with it.
All right. So have you
Hey,
seen the
you
movie?
still have the
giving.
you still have the urge to spread it though. You still...
Yeah. Jeez. Have you guys seen the movie It Follows?
Yeah.
Oh, have I? Yes,
I've heard about it.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
It's that kind of deal. You just got to give it to the next person, so the Galaxy's Edge follows them.
Yeah, but instead of like a murder demon, it's a really amazing story.
It's like they have the horror short one where the guy's like, "Here's this box, don't take your eyes off of it."
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
The
what's your
Minister
favorite? So, where are you in the story so far, Casca?
The beginning.
Oh, so you're on Legionnaire?
I am at the very, very beginning, about 5 or 6 chapters in.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my god, that's exciting.
I
as
am
hell.
new.
So
I
what do you?
have it on
what do you think so
audiobook.
far?
And I started the audiobook, and with my work schedule right now, I keep dedicating it to like at night when I can, start listening to it. But then I'm like, okay, I got to stop because if I fall asleep, I'm gonna miss something. And then
That's a big deal.
We've all done
and
that.
then I get at work. I'm like, oh, I'm driving here. I can listen to it, and then I end up getting a work call, and then I have to go help somebody, and it's painful.
What do you do for work?
I work for Safe Light and install glass out in this heat.
Hey, come fix my
Okay.
windshield.
Hey, one of the guys I train with, that's what he does. And let me tell you, when he puts his mitts on you from handling like those big glass and the swing arms all day, dude, you feel like your life is gonna end. Like, all right, don't joke me.
Yeah, right now it's where I'm at during the day. It's about 90 plus degrees, so the glass is hot. So
it sucks.
you start getting like desensitized to everything. So and you don't want to crack the glass, so it's like you gotta be firm but soft.
So does that mean you could kung fu bitch slap the white off somebody's teeth with those hands?
That would be rude, and I would get a bad survey.
No, I don't mean a customer. I mean, like, say somebody was coming up to you trying to steal a windshield or your Galaxy's Edge audiobook subscription. I mean, what would you do? Could you take those hands and like twist them into a pretzel?
I would, yes.
All right,
You're not touching my
It's a
stuff.
good answer.
good. Continue, Omachi.
Oh, that was it. I was just saying, it's like, man, that's a good response.
Yeah, I could interest them in getting a copy,
There
but
you
they
go.
can't have mine.
Don't rob me, bro.
So what you
Let me
have to
tell you
do
about-
is you have to spread it to them. The cycle
Keep spreading
continues.
it. Keep spreading it.
Yes. At
Crazy.
first it was spread to you, and now you spread it to others.
Everybody's doing too much spreading around here. Back on track, Badger.
Yeah, I got you.
Well,
So,
I
who's
mean,
your favorite character so far?
right now it's basically like this part I'm at is it's character building, so I'm not exactly sure who, like I've got like a general, so there's a guy I said I don't like, and then Kale's like,
Oh wait,
And then-
who
No,
do you
no,
not like?
do not
And
throw
then
my
it's-
name in there like that. I
Ah!
did not do that.
you also said he might or may not be alive, and I hope he's dead. I hope
Who?
he's dead.
Who? Tell us.
He doesn't remember the name.
Yeah.
Was it
Is it
how
Devers?
does the name Devers resonate with you?
It brings a spark of outrage to me right now.
Oh,
That is the
Because
correct
he's
answer.
like, all right, everybody's like, we should do this, and he's like, no, go this way, and I'm like, but Killbox, you, and then yes, no
That is-
listening. And then everybody's there, tanks going up in flames, and I'm like, okay,
So
All
So
right.
have you?
So
hold on,
besides,
Omachi. This is an important question. Then does that mean you've read the prequel novella they give you for joining the newsletter?
I haven't read it yet. I just got my items yesterday.
Oh, that's
Tin
awesome.
Man. If you think Devers is giving you the feels, wait till you read Tin Man. You might need to keep some
right.
Kleenex handy.
Are these happy
Kleenex
tears
for
or sad
joy?
tears?
Or Kleenex for depression.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes.
A little bit of both.
Yes.
That's
So-
going to be a confusing read.
when, when you're not deep into the pages of Galaxy's Edge, what kind of trouble do you get into outside? Like, are we talking underwater basket welding, backflipping for distance and accuracy? What do we got?
Well, I don't like the outside where I'm currently residing. The outside is hot and moist, as you would say. You go outside, and next thing you know, you're feel like you're already back in the shower.
so what you're saying is you live in Florida.
I live in South Carolina.
South
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah.
almost Florida.
But before that, I lived in Alaska for 26 years. So outside
Okay.
was
That's a
You know,
change.
you go outside and just fishing, hunting.
You can see Russia
No.
from your
Well,
backyard.
Actually, technically, yeah. You just look across the inlet. You can see it on a clear day. But I
How's that
actually
for your
lived.
political
I,
joke,
I,
Swordfish?
I, lived,
I don't know what you're talking about.
But
We
I
don't
grew
get
up in a
political
Russian
here.
village in Alaska called
Out-
Menilchik.
Did you
Outside
wrestle
of
polar bears?
Are you a Rusky?
No.
Did you wrestle the polar
but-
bears?
I do have a few Russian friends.
okay, outside
Oh.
of I have a question for you. Outside of a Galaxy's Edge and Berserk, what other series do you like to read?
Black Lagoon,
Good one.
No Game No Life, One Punch Man.
Nice.
I do like Robotech, Martian Successor Nadesco, Gintama.
That's a fun one.
There's a new one. There's a new one that was on Netflix. It's actually really funny. The Way of the House Husband.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Yeah,
so Zor,
he's an ex Yakuza gang leader, and he's reformed. So now all he does is he like goes shopping, cooks for his wife, and she's like she's high up in the office or whatever, and he just stays home all day cooking, cleaning, and every time he goes out shopping, there's like gang members. And they come up to him, they're like, boss. And he's like, you got to do this. And he'll like turn and look at him, and everybody freaks out and thinks he's like going to kill him or something. And he's actually just like, you need to dress better, and like fixes him up and sews their clothes or teaches him how to do laundry.
That's awesome. Zor, same question to you. Besides Galaxy's Edge, do you read it or watch anything else?
Well, probably like one of the best books, like the actual novels I ever read, was The Rangers Apprentice, and I do reread that one occasionally, as well as The Last Apprentice. I like apprentices.
Before I was but the learner, but now I am the master.
Yeah. As far as books go, like, I'm reading like Come We Can't Communicate. Of course, keeping up with One Punch Man, Goblin Slayer.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Goblins.
Yeah.
The gal gotta die.
I could sit here and name them all off, but we'll be here all night. So,
What are you reading right now?
right now, I'm listening
Galaxy's
to
Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
Hell yeah, sure. Hell yeah. As you should be.
All right.
Best response.
So, Badger, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, let me put away the big knives. So I was thinking that we could talk a little bit about the miniatures that dropped to the insiders yesterday. Did you guys catch some of those?
I heard about that.
Not caught about those, but I would like to hear more about them.
So we got together with Enemy Spotted Studios, who does fantastic work, by the way. And what a great name for a company. So they got together with us, and we got together with them. It was it started off as a collaboration set forth, like so many of them do, by Swordfish, who was like, "Hey, you guys should probably talk together because
he knows a guy."
Yep, he knows a guy. So Julian and Ryan, who are the guys who run the company, just did amazingly fantastic work. Their stuff is like out of bounds crazy cool. So if you didn't get the email because you're not an insider, I can share this really quick, just because they're going to be coming up for general sale in the next couple of weeks. But for the time being, only insiders can order. So
with a super secret code.
With the super secret code. So, but these things look marvelous. They are fantastic.
Those look amazing.
They really are. Oh crap! There we go.
Are they painted?
No, they are not painted. So if you want them, you gotta paint them yourself. But they are just absolutely fantastic. And not only that, if you go to the when you are able to go to the page, Julian has even done some major modeling for them. So like you can do these are obviously the 28 millimeter figures, just zoomed in really nice so you can see them, that you can use for your game board table. But they also did a 3.75 inch figure. So if you wanted like the size of a Star Wars action figure, you could get one of those as well. And those can either go with bases or without. And they just did an amazing job. And so I know when I ordered mine, I had to order the 3.75 of the Rifleman Liege. And then I was like, hey, listen, I know this probably isn't part of the whole jam, but I was wondering if I could order the military working dog that you guys have.
I saw that coming.
Yep. And then so I can order that in the 3.75 as well. And then that way I can have Puncher and Balder from Contracts and Terminations on my shelf as like a little special shrine, because I am actually the caretaker of Tyrus Rex's dog. So so he was like, "Oh yeah, well, twist my arm." So we got that coming. But these models look amazing, and if you are into wargaming, if you're thinking about getting the upcoming Galaxy's Edge, dude, you drink so loud. Yeah, that's
they know. You know my secret. You know.
That's Tyrus Rex's dog over there, and
I know you're talking about me.
Yeah, he's drinking his water right now, and then he just showed me his bird when I told him to quiet down. So yeah, that's what he thinks of me. So, but yeah, they did a really amazing job. If you go to enemyspotted.studios.com, you can see some of the work they do. We're going to be ordering a bunch of their models and miniatures for the Forgotten Ruin role-playing game as well, because they have modern military miniatures that will work perfectly for that. So yeah, just a really amazing job. Have you guys seen beyond some of the images I just showed, some of the other stuff?
Yeah. If you guys remember, what was that? A month or two ago, we had them on, and they were showing some of their modeling processes and some of the stuff like that. Was that insider only, or was that public?
That was insider only.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna have to have them come back for another podcast.
A little bit. And Julian and Ryan, they both got some like vacation time coming up, so they're a little like behind on that. But once they come back, they're gonna jump in and talk to us and go through the process and stuff like that again. But here they are again, the squad that you can order. You get your SAB gunner in the front, your sniper in the back, the leader chucking the big old knife hand, and then of course the rifleman. And like I said, the detail, the imagery, the painter that they used for these, just absolutely fantastic. So
those are amazing. How long do you think those will be available for?
As long as we want them.
Huh? Oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah. So if you're an insider, you can hop on that email right now, and then jump on and get those now. And they're at a reduced price for insiders. So special like limited time availability type offer, but they're going to keep printing them ad nauseum. So as people order them, they're just going to keep going. So and they, like I said, they're pretty freaking amazing. So if you're into tabletop wargaming at all and you're thinking about purchasing the Galaxy's Edge role-playing game when it comes out, it's definitely something to check out. And like I said, their website, they got a lot of cool stuff on their website. So premium models, they got they got these cars that you can print out. You can get the STL files direct if you want to just print them yourself. All sorts of futuristic stuff. So like if you wanted, say in the Galaxy's Edge game that we were running for the playtest, if you wanted like a special sci-fi breaching unit to work against your Legionnaires, they got them right here. You order them, or you just order the STLs and print them yourself. The detail is sickly exquisite. So they do a really good job. These things are ready to get primed and with minimal difficulty. But like I said, you can also order the STL files as well, and then just print those out yourself, and then paint them, and then you're good to go. So yeah, I highly recommend these guys.
Hey Badger, I want
Yes.
to jump in and just say something real quick. Also, the one really cool thing about these guys that I got to say, I plan on buying 2 squads and adding a bunch and doing the whole wargaming thing. 10% of all sales also goes to Mission 22.
Yes.
So
it does.
I had to give them that shout out. That is super cool.
That is.
Yeah,
I'm glad to know that.
these guys are doing real cool work. Julian is himself an active duty guy. So he does this in his kind of spare time, except when the Galaxy's Edge thing launched, apparently his girlfriend was a little nicked that their entire living room was covered in Legionnaires. I just said that was Masters doing his job, but hey, we do what we gotta. But yeah, these guys are really, really super pro. And if you're thinking about getting miniature models at all to either display or have for any type of wargaming, RPGs, any stuff like that, you can't get better than these guys. They're consummate professionals. We really love working with them, and you gotta check these guys out because they're really top notch.
Those models look
here-
top notch. They look amazing.
Go ahead. Somebody got a question?
It was saying that at the bottom of the 3.75 inch one, please allow 2 weeks processing for hand painted. They'll paint them for you.
I believe they got a contractor that they'll let them paint for you. So
That might be cool for like the big one,
right?
'cause I don't want to screw that up.
For us poor people who have no finesse and skill or painting.
Oh yeah, when I
So me. Yeah.
when I get minis, I don't paint them myself. I can't. I mean, I look like a monkey who just spread. No, there's no more feces joke. We're not going to do that today. But I mean,
We're
Cut the
done
crap,
with that.
Walt.
you even got an HKPP mech here that you could use right in your
Ooh.
Galaxy's Edge games.
Wait.
Straight. If you
Wait,
want
isn't it the Hunter Killer Planet Pounder?
Planet Pounder.
yeah, pretty much, right? So
Wait, that's what they look like?
no.
Okay, I thought they looked more intimidating than that.
But this is probably similar to what an HKPB mech could be, right? And you could totally use this in your Legionnaires game if you wanted to. So there's these guys have tons of products that you can use in your game right now without modification, and you could just pick those up and run those today. So also some cool news. One of our Legionnaires goes by the name of Templar, has finished his latest pass through on the miniature tabletop wargame rules. These are just the wargame rules for the minis. These are not for the RPG. These are going to be sent out with included with a code with every box, so that You can get some rules right away to play this right away, and then later on, it's going to be uploaded to the Galaxy's Edge website, 100% for free for people. And then, so yeah, he put those rules together, and they're pretty tight. So if you're familiar with like things like Warhammer 40K, No Limits, anything like that, those games, you could jump right into this and not even skip a beat. So that's another exciting thing that's coming down the pike that, along with these models, are just going to be absolutely off the chain.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, hit me.
So, like, you're saying that there's actually going to be like an actual tabletop version of it similar to 40K. Are we looking at like it potentially going like to the full size battles that you have with 40K, like, or are we looking more at like kill team, Warhammer 40K kill team kind of size battles?
So the war game that Templar rolled up has two sections to it. The primary section is for large scale army battles, right? And we actually have let me see if I can find it real quick. We actually have a play test for him doing this using Tabletop Simulator. So it's
really?
Yeah, he did a full in order to sell us on this, he was like, "Hey, listen, I've extensively play tested this, because when we first talked to him, he's like, yeah, I have a couple rules." And it's like,
well, need a little more than a couple.
Yeah,
only a couple, right?
What am I going to do with that, bro? Right. So after talking with him for a little bit, it turns out he didn't just have a couple of rules. He had a large scale playtest that he was conducting. And in that large scale playtest, he had kind of formulated some rules that were working very well for for what he wanted on his tabletop. And it was something he could use to play Galaxy's Edge right at the table that he had. So he got to us, and he was, once again, through Swordfish, because Swordfish knows I don't sleep, and is like, no, you don't need that extra 15 minutes.
Listen, I try to respect you, okay?
But sleep when
Work
you're dead.
needs to be done.
Yep, we need our Galaxy's Edge, damn it. So
Damn straight.
So yeah, so we checked out what he did, and and then we read through the rules a little more extensively, and those rules were fairly well thought out with a lot of interesting tidbits in it. One of the things that we liked about the rules was that it wasn't just like a mashup. Like, here, I stripped out all the cool stuff and then just labeled like Galaxy's Edge names over it. Things make sense. Things make sense according to the rules, so that it feels like this was made for Galaxy's Edge. So you don't get that sense of somebody just stripped the tabletop version of their favorite favorite tabletop war game, and then decided to just put that together. They actually have rules in there for specific units. Like, for example, the Coobs have an overwhelming rush type thing, where the move is labeled hippity hoppity, get off my property. Right?
I have a question. Do we have a this may be a spoiler for Zor, but do we have a point saying, oh no, you can't do that?
As far as what?
Well, as far as
the
there,
rules.
well, is there like, well, that's like a factor. Is like there's a point saying, oh no, we can't do that. That would be far too effective. We can't do it.
Cruel.
No, so the whole idea was to get the tabletop simulation to mimic Galaxy's Edge, and the tone, feel, and kind of overall mystique of Galaxy's Edge. So, like, when you're doing your tabletop battle, it should feel like you're in that canyon on Kublar in the first book. It shouldn't feel like,
So pissed off that they're being political?
No,
Well,
I will
that is
burn
that
that
is the
guy.
first book. Is that there's a Devers there saying, "Oh no, I love. We shouldn't piss off the MCR. They should be our friends." And you're like, really?
no, more along the lines of it's got the grittiness of the battles.
Okay.
You have the ability to play that if you make a wrong move, an entire section of this unit might die, or so forth and so on, right? So
Okay.
I'm gonna cut
Now,
this down.
what Omachi's talked about, that stuff would fit in our tabletop RPG.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because that is part of the Legion, is that there is those points that they're forcing upon the Legion, and just dealing with their intrusion.
Right, and that kind of stuff is easily put into the RPG side, the tabletop side. That's there as well. There are points that you can get for a discount to your point totals to assemble your armies, and that's the thing I was talking about earlier.
It'd be like a debuff.
Right. There's two sections in the game. There's the major army battles for like big units, like you're seeing here, and this is Templar's playtest. And then on top of that, there's also the kill team variant, which brings it right down to the squad level. So you can do a kill team taking on, say, a squad or two of Coobs or Donks or whatever, Black Fleet, all that stuff. So the game is fairly easy to pick up. It's not overly complicated. It uses pretty standard gaming fare, and then of course, obviously, if you want that really big Galaxy's Edge experience, you're gonna want the what do you call it? The Galaxy's Edge miniatures from Enemy Spotted Studios.
So I have another question for you.
Hit me.
I know we got the first kill team alpha that's just hit for the miniatures. Is there plans in the work for more things like vehicles, like getting sleds, getting MBTs, or stuff like that?
Already in the works.
Hell yeah!
Already in the works.
They're aiming to please.
Zor, something that you should check out, and anybody else that actually wants to see more of the miniature stuff, look on YouTube on this channel, of course, and we got the Galaxy's Edge tabletop RPG playtest, and that's basically what the miniatures were mainly made for. In addition to the Galactic Warfare thing, Galactic Warfare is basically just the rules on the underside of the box. Here you go at it. But we're going to have like miniatures for HKPPs, the vehicles, the different squads, maybe certain units that are like big and powerful, or like a Tyrus Rex miniature or something like that. Because I mean it's all set up for that kind of play style, and if you're playing a tabletop game, you're going to want to have that cool little miniature to represent, maybe even Casper, or Lady Vamp or Empress Vampa, right?
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing too, because this is just the start of the miniatures. So Julian, who's he's the sculptor, and you got Ryan, who's kind of the coder and the printer and stuff like that. They work together to make all the magic happen. And Julian's girlfriend is already bugging him to make Coob models. So Kublarans are coming. So if you wanted to have that genuine first book Legionnaire experience, we're going to have Templar is going to be making mission packs so that you can basically like rip open a sleeve just like a secret op mission or something like that, and he'll have mission packs for all the different types of missions and squad and squad stocks that you can get your hands on. So yeah, it's going to be really a lot of fun.
Will he be making a slightly more rotund version for the reservists?
Oh, always. I mean, we can get that. We can get a custom made, reservist just for you from
if
from
you
Julian.
need. If I'm sure that if you really need something like that, Julian can create a gravy seal for you, and then that's all set. All right, so that'll be you can do that with existing models, and it wouldn't be that bad. But yeah, their sculpting process is just absolutely crazy. So
you need a melted Coob model.
A melted Coob.
No, are they going to be?
It's not melted. It's the big die model.
The big time model.
I just looking at the new miniatures and that SAB is just so beautiful. This speaks to me.
Yeah, the squad automatic blaster, dude, is just 7 pounds of sexy in a 4-pound bag.
So
do they have paint?
What was that?
Like, do they sell the like kits for painting them on their site? Well,
They don't sell the kits for painting them. They do sell they do sell the miniatures themselves. So that's I think the extent of where they're going.
okay.
So, but like, if you want to see how they're going to arrive to you, this is what it's going to look like when they show up at the house. Once you pull them out of the box, right? So they're already going to be affixed to the bases. These are obviously the test models that they put together, but this is what you're going to have in thick, high grade carbonized plastic. And then what do you call it? They'll be you can get them primed and then taken out. Here's an example of a closer example of the dude with the SAB, because he's just the dopest, because he's got the cool exoframe on the outside, so that way he could also handle an N50.
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah!
Because I was thinking right now with Games Workshop doing their sale thing, paint kits right now are all on sale at my local store. So
yeah,
that'll be time
if you're
to be an artiste.
if you're planning on getting these
I have
models,
to order backup kits.
there you go. If you're planning on getting these models, go out and get them. Just because they're what do you call it? They're and here's the 3.75, which is fresh off the printer, which is why it looks a little wet. So yeah, I ordered one of those with one of the dog models. I was like, yep, Puncher and Balder.
So when you say you ordered it with the dog models, is that like the psychic dog models from Madame Guillotine?
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
I like the comment that somebody made, Adam Nelson, saying we need Laupac, Pakek, and Skriz minifigs.
Oh, absolutely. Where's Laupac?
Right. Well, I mean, the initial push, the initial design, right? Now you're seeing this as like, hey, this is cool. Let's crank these out and get these done, right? So this is you're seeing the culmination of like probably 6 months work between everybody trying to get this together.
So
yeah, go ahead.
So I got a question. What about Savage models? Is there any talk about that?
Well, there's stuff that you can do for that in the meantime. Like I said, the initial push right now is to get these main models out first.
It's only one modeler, guys. Give them a break.
I think we should have Series 1.
Good things come.
We should have Series 1, which is our Legionnaire. We should have Season 2, which should be our Black Fleet. And then maybe after that, we should have Season 3, which should be our Savage War stuff. We should
put him to work like he's in the synth mines.
He can only bind so much, guys. Come on, give him a break.
JR, actually, there's something that you have to talk about, isn't there? Like Dragon Awards?
No, I was going to ask. Well, we could talk about that, but I was going to ask Walt. So, since so many people have their own 3D printers, are they going to be selling the STL files?
Yeah, he said that.
The STL on these, no, they will not give you the STLs on these because these guys are the exclusive. They're the exclusive modelers for Galaxy's Edge. So, if you want official Galaxy's Edge models, got to go to them.
Could they volunteer to be in the mines with him?
Will they be selling? Will they be selling those models on the Galaxy's Edge website?
Yes, eventually. However, the initial run is being sold through them for the insiders only. So, guys who are not insiders really don't have access to this right now because we wanted the insiders who were kind of like the main push on this to have first crack at everything. And since these models take time, chicken.
So we do spread everything. It is our job to spread.
That being the case, because these models do take time to print and ship and so forth and so on, we wanted to make sure that everybody, like on the insiders, had first grip on these, and then after that we can open it wide, so that way we don't mollywomp Julian and his partner Ryan with 3,000 orders. Potentially, just like doing these guys upside down, because like we said before, Julian's good people, Ryan is good people, and they have jobs outside of making models. So if you really want them to make models full time, buy an epic crap ton of these, and then we can get them. We can pull Ryan out of his day job. We can pull Julian out of the military, and then he can just make models all the time. So, but yeah.
On that
Those
note,
look amazing.
JR, tell us about the Dragon Awards that are coming up that we need to do things for if you haven't done them already.
See, I had this beautiful segue. I was going to steal the thunder and be like, the gift that keeps on giving, but the vote right now, or the nomination process for the Dragon Award nomination, is open. So if you go to the Dragon Award website, which is trying to pull that up right now, it's just dragoncon.org/awards. I'm going to put it in the chat, Walt, so you can share it.
Hit me.
And then when you go to the nomination, you've already got it. When you go to the nomination site. Here I was dragging real frantically trying to get that link for you. We're hoping to get Exigency, which is the Dark Operator book, nominated for Best Military Sci-Fi, and then Forgotten Ruin for Best Fantasy, and then anything else you want to nominate anywhere else. But there, and it explains right there on that website.
Forgotten Ruins is
the window.
Forgotten Ruins is amazing. You all really should go out and vote for it.
And speaking of Forgotten Ruin, because that's been a contentious topic this week. Yeah, book 2 is coming to Audible.
Yes.
There was an issue with production. They're getting it sorted out. They haven't received the final audio version yet for the co-emperors to review yet. So, that's what the holdup is. It's all on the production side. The co-emperors popped out the book, just in time, got it to them, and then somebody else somewhere dropped the ball. So that's why we gotta wait. Yeah, right. Or hate mail to Jeff Bezos.
I volunteer to help them out with
that.
This is a Galaxy's Edge podcast. Don't be that guy.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
I will be that guy to get that book sooner. Don't test me.
There's that general sci-fi category where, Machi, take a breath. There's the general sci-fi category that while you're on the site already, if you want to throw a certain Walt's book out.
My book isn't even out yet, bro.
Who knows?
Soon.
Will it be out before the 30th?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then it qualifies.
Oh, dear God.
I didn't realize it would be eligible.
I'm just trying to help you get some sales so you can quit your day job and you can spend all the time devoted to answering Swordfish's emails and phone calls.
and picking up Jim
Ed,
more
I want to buy your book.
Speaking of books, JR, House Reservist 2, I want to find out how my character dies.
It's been turned in since February, so that's editing.
The last I saw, he's still alive.
Oh, that's interesting to know. JR told me that he killed me.
It's possible, but I mean, through the editing process right now, as far as I know, I think your character's still alive. I think your character.
I mean, he's in a slightly weird relationship with a Wabonki, but we don't.
Hey, you do not.
Whoa!
You did not smack talk my Wabonki with him, okay?
What's wrong with that guy?
I mean, you just got to get past the hairball stage, and it's whatever.
Yep. It's like a grizzly bear. Just don't shave it down.
Swordfish, why does it not surprise me that you're a cat girl fan?
He was not a cat girl fan. Cast the first stone.
Just
okay, where's the rocks and I'll throw them around.
Do you want the bag of rocks now or later? How are we doing this?
He likes to hack up them hairballs.
Just bow and say "Go Minasai." It's all good.
So for Zor, we also have there's a novella which is Space Marines from the Hullbuster category turned in as well.
From yours.
So you got some Space Marines coming your way. Mm-hmm.
I gotcha.
Lauren's already edited that, but it requires the finesse from Jason, who has to decide what they're going to do with it. And right now, it depends on Audible because they were originally interested in doing it as an Audible original.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, how he releases it, like if it's going to be Audible original, you got to tweak it a little bit so it stands alone a little bit more.
Yeah.
And so we didn't want to make that last edit pass till Audible answers. But it sounds like Audible's not answering their email or the phone or something.
Don't look at me, man. I just work here. So
See,
right.
Gorlami gets it. He gets it.
Right.
People are
So
weird.
Yeah, but there's a lot with Gorlami that's wrong, anyways. So
Whoa, no, Gorlami's
He makes some
perfect.
killer
He makes
memes,
all,
though.
yeah, he makes all the good memes, and
does
you
make
should follow
killer
suit.
So since we're running a little bit long, because we have quite a few voices being thrown out to the choir. What are we talking about as we start to close things out?
Rate, share, and review the books.
Well, what about
Please be kind and
what are
speak your mind
Zor
on the
and
reviewing
Casca?
platforms.
What are Zor and Casca looking forward to as they continue reading the books?
That's
A
good.
certain person dying.
Oh,
Don't
right.
say anything.
Yeah, don't spoil Zor. Zor, what are you looking forward to as you continue reading?
Well, for me, I guess just kind of getting just deeper into understanding exactly like what the Republic is and seeing what the Empire turns into, stuff like that. Just kind of just seeing where it all goes, because just like with any other book, it seems like you read and there's more questions than answers, and you just keep getting questions and no answers. So, trying to get to the answers.
just wait till you get to Legacies, and then there's a lot more questions than answers.
Well, I'm sure, especially if it's the beginning of another season. So.
Oh my god, it was so funny when Kale finished Legacies, because all of a sudden I just, have my DMs blow up, and he's just like, I can't believe this! Get in VC right now! Oh my god!
Yeah, no. That is a fact.
And what about you, Casca? What are you looking forward to as you continue reading?
More stories. I just
Excellent.
want to. I need to find out everything that's going on.
And Legacy's old news. Dark Victory is where it's at.
Dark Victory was pretty damn good.
Oh,
How about you, Sanokin? What are you looking forward to?
I want to see. I want to see more pre-Savage War
yeah, that
with Tyrus.
Oh, so have you read what's the one that
Contracts and Terminations would be
no,
the one that you're thinking of.
Is that what he's talking about, or is he talking about the
Savage
the
War.
Best of Us?
Savage War.
Oh,
Pre-Savage.
Savage. Oh, so
that's like
like
the Best of Us.
Yeah, there's stuff that went on before the Savage War, so there's a lot of space in there to.
Yeah, like back.
wasn't it in Imperator where they
Yeah,
touched
kind
on-
of.
Before
Yeah.
that, right?
And
Well, Imperator is during kind of like Savage War era, but
I mean,
It's during and after.
we still don't know how Casper and Tyrus really met and become friends.
they
Oh,
had
that's
a beer
right.
once.
This one
That's
time
right.
at band camp.
Whoa!
Don't make me hurt
Jericho.
you.
Imagine
Don't
that.
make me help Walt hurt you.
Wouldn't
Not
that
that
make
detailed.
the ending? Well, I can't say it. But wouldn't that make their story more tragic?
It already is.
Yeah, it's pretty tragic.
It really, really is.
Kale, what are you looking forward to besides answers to all your burning and questions from Legacies?
Thank God he said questions.
Right?
Well, he's spreading, so he might be burning.
Whoa!
Hey, Galaxy's dumpster fire. Anyways, I am looking forward. I actually have two things that I'm really interested in. I am super interested in New Vega and how that just from Savage Wars and everything and what happened to that, because we don't really get, is it still around? Is it not? I don't know. So I'm curious about that. It might be some of the other books that I haven't read yet, because I'm that list is getting shorter and shorter every day. And then I'm really interested to see the remnants of Black Fleet.
Like what happened to them after the Emperor?
Yes.
After the Empire takes over and just everything
Black
about
Fleet forever.
I have to make my answers.
Way to spoil for you two new insiders that you got into.
I said after the Empire takes over and all of that.
The Empire takes over.
I didn't ruin anything. Shut up.
He didn't. Don't.
Yeah.
I can say that I'm
Thanks, Dad.
also interested in learning who Terror Company is from what Kale's told me.
Well, why didn't you join Terry Company? And
Oh my
I will.
God.
I will.
I joined Terror Company because from what Kale told me, that would probably
Hell
be the
yeah.
best fit for me.
Death of the Republic.
Sparky.
I did guide him that way.
What's your parting thoughts?
As far as what I want to see books about the Featherheads. I want to see some Starfighter action in this universe, and I know there's rumblings about that. I'm like Sanokin though. I want to see more of Tyrus's backstory, not just before the Savage Wars, but I mean we have 2,500 years of his antics, so give us some Savage War goodness. And of course, more than anything, I want to see more Bulber.
Oh heck yeah!
You want to borrow him for a week?
Don't tempt him with a good time.
Don't toy with me, Walt. Don't toy with me. I already have three Psycho German Shepherds I deal with. Send him down here too. Fuck it.
My wife's in the other room, like, don't give away my dog.
Well, JR, that leaves you.
So just remember to rate, share, and review the Galaxy's Edge and Forgotten Ruin books. They help the right readers find the right books. So please be kind and speak your mind on the reviewing platforms.
It's almost like he has it memorized.
It's his mantra that he
telling you,
says
every
right
time-
before he goes to sleep every night.
It's like me saying I'm
When
a
you
CPA.
get the 50th review, the authors get a unicorn that they can eat.
I don't know what that means.
Spread the love.
Oh, and we're back to spreading again.
Everything
Let's
is written.
not using chopsticks.
We want to thank everybody for coming out to the Galaxy's Edge podcast. Join us next month when we have a new flock of insiders, some of the same old dad faces, and hopefully we'll talk a little more about what's going on in and around the Edge. Have a good night, guys.